Everyone, welcome to Santosh Sir classes, and in this video I'll be sharing few important questions and answers of financial management for MBA and MBF students. MMPC-014 is the subject code, and these suggestions are basically for this TE June 2024 examination. Now, whatever I observed, like a lot of students face problems in this particular subject, and anyway, I will try to help you out. And you, before going to the exam, you should revise all these questions properly. You might get a lot of questions from here. I am dead sure, like 90% of your question paper will be from this. So let's start with the first question. And before that, kindly make sure that you have subscribed to my channel and also press that bell icon so that you get the notification whenever I upload a new video. So here we go with the first question, and the first question is explain the nature of financial management. And before answering all these type of questions, you should always write the meaning and definition of financial management, and then after you will start the nature, characteristics, whatever that is being given. So as we know, like it is the management of finance or funds, and these are the basic three nature of financial decisions. So these three decisions, like investment decisions, financing decisions, and dividend decisions, so these three play an important part in the nature of financial management. The next important question that you should revise is the different approaches to financial management. So basically in your syllabus, these two approaches are given, traditional approach and modern approach. So both these approaches should be learned along with their advantages and disadvantages. The next question from this financial management MMPC-014, what are the two ultimate objectives of the firm? This question also stands out, a very important one. And as we know, like these two are the basic objectives of every organization: profit maximization and wealth maximization. So along with the concept, you should write the limitations of both these approaches and concepts. Okay, the next one is like a short note on the risk return trade-off. This is also very common question, and let me tell you, like all these study materials are available on my WhatsApp number, Telegram, and email. So you just need to message me, so you can buy or purchase these materials from there for a better result. And the next one is discuss the role of the financial manager in an organization, and what are the different types of difficulties or challenges he faces during the financial management of an organization. So very important one this is. The next question that you should revise is the time value of money. Again, a very important topic of financial management. As we know that the present value of money and the future value of money, so both are different things. So the value of 1000 today will not be going to be the same after 5 years. So that is called time value of money. So the value of money decreases as we go on. So this is one very important concept. The next one is future value of money, and you are likely to get one numerical or practical question from this. And you should also revise what are the different methods to calculate future value of money. So I have just written here two different methods. One is a lump sum method, the other is an annuity method. Both the methods are quite simple, and you can get numericals on this. Even I have worked out a few numericals here, like this one. So this type of numericals you can get in the exam. The next question is the difference between present value of money and future value of money. So this question also needs your attention for the exam. The next one is on risk, and what are the different sources of risk, like how the business firm faces risk from different sources. So basically these are the even like if you get the different types of risk to write, so that also you can write this answer here. Like this market risk, which is basically on the demand and supply of the commodity and competitions level. And interest risk, basically it is attached with the fiscal policy of the government. Then we have inflation risk. Now this is very common in every country of the world. Some business risk are there, which can lie with the proprietor or even with the internal management of the company. Some financial risk are there, management risk are there. So there are so many types of risk that the company faces during managing of the funds. And here we are with the different types of risk. Basically, these two types of risk are faced. Like one is systematic, the other is unsystematic or unsystematic. So again, this systematic risk divided into different parts, and you can also get the difference between systematic and unsystematic risk to write. The next one is again a very important one for financial management, that is CAPM, Capital Asset Pricing Model. And you must write the concept of this if you get the question along with the assumptions of CAPM model. Then we have one more question for short notes, that is arbitrage pricing theory. This is also very interesting theory, in fact, in financial management, very important one. And basically we follow this. Whenever the prices are high, we generally sell, and simultaneously we buy the securities which are lower prices. Okay. The next important question that you should revise again, explain the three-step valuation process of securities. So these are the three processes. One is economy analysis, the other one is industry analysis, and company analysis. So before making any type of valuation of the securities, every company, every investor analyzes these three aspects. So this is again a very practical concept. The next one is the general valuation framework. You can get one short note or even in 10 marks question here. So this question also needs to be revised properly. The next one is discuss the various approaches of valuation of equity shares. This is one of the very most important question that you are likely to get in the exam. And among the approaches, these two approaches are very common, very popular when you value the equity shares. And this dividend capitalization approach and earning capitalization approach, both the approaches are very important. You should also get numerical from here. So like you people are advised to learn all these formulas when in single period valuation. In multiple period, again this future value of annuity can be used. So let's move on to the next question. What is cost of capital? Why it is important? Why it is calculated by the company? And also explain the different types of cost of capital. So this question also very stands out quite a lot of times. It strikes in the previous year's question paper. So you should revise some numericals. You can practice here for this how to calculate the cost of long-term debts like debentures. And for I have some numericals on preference shares as well. So both these numericals should be practiced properly for the exam. Basically you need to learn these formulas. So these formulas are bit tactical. You should practice this properly. The next question is explain the methods of calculating cost of equity capital. And again, like while calculating the cost of equity capital, we have these two ratios. One is EP, that is earning per share, and DP. So both the methods are again popular, and their advantages and limitations that you should revise for the exam. The next question is on capital budgeting, or in other words, we can say investment appraisal, and what are the different processes of capital budgeting. So before doing any investment proposal, we should have a clear-cut idea of that. We should estimate what is the cash flow of that investment, and then we will evaluate the cash flow, like how to get those cash flow. Then we will select the project, and then we will execute the project. So these are the simple methods, processes, steps of capital budgeting. The next question is the different types of investment proposals, and also mention the essential requirements of these proposals. So we can invest in all these 5 types of investment proposals. Like we can also invest in new projects. We can expand the existing project. We can renew the project. We can invest on the research and development project, and we can also invest in some exploration type of activities. And these are all the requirements of a good proposal, investment proposal. So आगे बढ़ते हैं next question में, and this is again like methods of capital budgeting. and also state their advantages and disadvantages. Again, a very, very important question for all financial management students. The first one is payback period. You can also get all these methods in in short notes also. So payback period, accounting rate of return, that is ARR method, discounted payback method is there, NPV method is there, PI, that is profitability index method, and IRR. And all these methods should be explained, should be learned along with their advantages and disadvantages. Based on this, you can also practice this type of numericals where different projects will be given, cash flows will be given, and you have to select the best project out of the lot. Okay, so the next question. The next question is on working capital and discuss the different types of working capital. So, as we know, the capital or the money fund that we require for day-to-day management of a company is called working capital. And these are the different types of working capital that a company should have: gross, net, fixed, and fluctuating. So you can expand all these points along with the examples. Okay. The next question is what are the methods adopted by a firm to manage the cash flows? How it manages the cash flows? So different methods are there, like you have to speed up the collection method, you have to recover the debts, and you should control the disbursements, investment of the idle cash, and before investment you should consider some criteria. So this is how you will invest the idle cash. And these are all the factors that influence working capital management of a firm. So a firm should have to be clear about its nature of business, its scale of unit, what are the production methods that it uses, which type of technology it uses, and growth prospect. So all these factors should be considered before finalizing the requirement of working capital. And also we have the next question: discuss the various methods available to finance working capital. So basically two sources are here, informal and formal. And again, in informal you have trade credit, stretching accounts payable, accrued expenses. So all these are informal credit method where a company can raise finance. And among the formal, we have CP, commercial paper, bank credit, line of credit, unsecured or secured borrowings, and the company also can raise funds through inventory loans. So these are few basic sources. The next question: what are the important functions of a financial market? Now, financial market, as we know, it's a market where securities are bought and sold. And basically these three functions are here, which I have highlighted in my study material: economic functions, financial, and other functions. So you need to write all these type of functions that are being provided by the financial market of a particular country. The next question is again from financial market. It is on money market. And what are its important objectives and what type of instruments are traded here in money market? So again, short-term financial securities are bought and sold here, and these are the different types of instruments, or the securities which are sold in money market. So among them, treasury bills are there, CD, that is certificate of deposit, CP is there, repo and reverse repo transaction. This is also one of the very very popular method. And then we have bankers acceptance. So you can get this repo, reverse repo in short notes also. So be very particular. Then we have the next question: what are the different functions of capital market? So among that, this we can mobilize our savings, we can invest our savings in capital market. It helps in fixing up the prices of the securities. It helps in the liquidation of the financial securities, and it is quite economical, inexpensive. And apart from this, you should learn the difference between capital market and money market, and the difference between primary market and secondary market. Okay. The next question is what is debt market, and explain its important components of the Indian debt market. So as we know, like all these debt markets where debts are bought and sold by the companies, the different components, let's see. So all these are the components like government bonds, then corporate bonds are there, debentures, and among the bonds market, zero different types of bonds are there which can be bought and sold in this type of market. So you should know, you should understand this concept properly and must revise for this June exam. The next question is who are the main participants in the money market? Now, these are few important institutions that take part in this type of money market. So among them, that central bank or reserve bank, then we have discount houses, mutual fund banks, corporate investors are there, state and central government is there. So like that, there are so many participants or institutions which take part in money market. Okay, let's see the main components of or participants of the capital market. So basically these are there, like all these commercial banks of the country, cooperative banks, investment banks. So basically all these banks, they play an important role in capital markets. Merchant banks are there, some investment companies are there. So these are the main participants in this type of market. The next question that you should revise is what are the important sources of long-term finance? One of the very, very important question for the exam. And if a company plans to raise funds through long-term, then it can issue equity capital or preference capital. Even it can issue the debentures or bonds. This is one of the best one. Retained earnings, reinvest your savings, one of the best. Venture capital is there. This is also growing, very popular these days. And leasing is there. Then hire purchase. So through all these sources, the company can raise long-term finance. There are few sources for raising short-term finance as well, like trade credit or commercial paper, then factoring, public deposits. So these are few methods of raising short-term finance. You can get one short note on asset securitization. This is also a must question for revision. The next question is what do you mean by capital structure and its important features? So these are a capital structure should have these following features: flexibility, profitability, solvency, and control. As we know, every company has a type of capital structure. So before deciding the capital structure, a company should revise these features properly. The next question is on leverage and what are the different types of leverages along with their merits and demerits. So as we know, these three types of leverages are the most important one: operating, then we have financial leverage, and total or combined leverage. You can get numericals on this type of leverages also in the exam. Okay. These are few numericals on the leverages that you should practice for the exam. Then the next question: why do firms pay dividends? So this is also very common topic for the project preparation also. And why this company pay dividend? So these are all the advantages that you can write for this question. Let's move on quickly on to the next question. Explain the factors that determine the dividend payout ratio. And all these five factors should be considered, like availability of the growth opportunities, liquidity position of the company, then debt market condition, control consideration, and other considerations. So these factors needs to be considered before determining the dividend payout ratio. One short note you can get on the dividend policy. These two policies you should learn for the exam: stable and residual. Both the policies are important for short notes. One another short note you can get on the buybacking of shares. This is also very common one. Then comes the most important question on what is the behavioral finance, state its nature and scope. Very important one. So this is again like investors, based on investors psychology, this concept has been devised. Very important one for the exam. You should also revise this the different mistakes or biases that the behavior finance undertakes. So very important one. Then we have this question: the corporate restructuring and why it is done by the firms, and explain the different types of corporate restructuring. Very important one for the exam. Must revise for this June term exam. You can also get a question on financial reconstructing. That is also a part of corporate restructuring, and you can be asked the different methods of financial restructuring. So this question also stands out for this. So friends, these are few important questions on financial management MMPC 14, which you should revise at any cost for the exams. And I hope this video is going to help you in your preparation and secure good marks. And kindly make sure that you have subscribed and also share this video among your friends. And if you like to purchase these materials, kindly message me on WhatsApp, Telegram, or send me an email. So thank you very much for watching this, and a very best of luck for the exam.